Hey Andrew, this is Craig. I just wanted to go the laser carriage. So this is the one I bought from High Adventure just recently. It was like a little over 700 bucks if I remember right. Very expensive, but it comes with this board it's attached to. And there's a pulley back here, and the disc laser that's welded in there, and then the place to hook your risers. This what do you call it, ruler I put there myself. It's just taped on there. But you hook the risers here for when you're measuring, and then you hook them back here when you do the brakes, because your brakes they come in a line cleat here, and then you put your your knot on the brake toggle, right, line it with that mark, and then cinch them into this line cleat, and then your risers stay there. So here's the weight that's suspended, and I'll just show you. Just as I pull it, you'll see the weight come up and down. So that's that scenario. So that's very expensive. I just bought this last year, and I've been doing this for a couple decades. So it took me that long before I wanted to invest in something like that. But it's really sweet. It's in these rubber pads here. It's magnetic, so it has a little. It's not that you need the magnetic thing, but it kind of resists pulling initially because of that. Not just the weights, but something there. If I take the weights off, it'll stick a little right there. So I don't know, for some reason it makes it work smoother than the Joby. That this is what I made. This is a track I used for probably about 7 years. Risers hook into here, and then when I do the brakes, I just take them off, and then I have a line cleat here for the brakes. I do them one at a time. Or I can have there's another line cleat here, but you're just aligning the brake toggle knot right to the back of this bolt. And then I have an offset here between the laser target and then this bolt. I think it's, I think it's like 10 millimeters. And I just then put that in the laser device, so it's always adding 10 millimeters to each and every measurement so that you're accurate. I have a line cleat up here too for the brakes. That's where I'm doing. I used to do it here, and then this ended up being sweeter, so I ended up putting it there. And then, but anyhow, this thing here is available. It's for sale. I don't use it anymore. I'm using this one here. I upgraded to that. It's portable. I mean, it's stout. It's got some weight to it. Probably weighs about 30 pounds. But I'll show you. The pulley system is at a 120 degree angle. So what it does is it takes all the stress off the pulleys. And so I don't have a weight hanging off of this, but this is how it works, back and forth. And so these are linear bearings in here. I don't know if you can see them, they're white. It's like a creamy, hard creamy stuff. And so there's like 2 bearings underneath here, 2 under here, 2 under here. So that runs smoothly, and then in between these, there's a bearing there, and then as well as there and on this side. And so it runs butter smooth. And then this here is just something I can't remember how I enhanced this. I didn't have this, these all bolt off. You don't need them, any of this. But I liked being able to put the risers off to the side when I was doing the brakes, and so it was out of the way. And so that I think I had one hooked here, and I actually had this bolt in here. That's what I did. But anyhow, this is available, 200 bucks. You can have that, and it will work sweet. I used that for quite a while. The only difference between this and this is much smaller and lighter, but a lot more expensive. But they both work just as smooth. So just want to run that past you in case you're interested, because it's just sitting there doing nothing. And then another thing too is on my rail system down at this end, I have a 12-foot rail. I'll cover it up so it doesn't get dust in it. But what I wanted to show in that is, and then I got my laser carriage here. Of course, this is not portable, obviously. My laser device in here, and this has got the same linear bearings in here on either side, and then the top and bottom of this aluminum profile versus this one. But so if I turn the laser on, what I wanted to tell you was I have another 12-foot rail. I have an extra 12-foot rail right here, and then extra pieces if you wanted to make a laser carriage. So these are I'm not using. They're just sitting here. The biggest culprit is transport. This thing is 12 feet long, but in the garage for a setup, you know, if you don't want something portable, it's sweet. And I just have them clamped to these DeWalt tables that I just got. These tables here I got from Home Depot. I got what, 1, 2, 3 of them here, and then I got just one down there. That's for my laser carriage. But just FYI, this thing's available. I think it's like $300, but then you got to transport. I mean, shipping itself will cost that as well. And I remember when I bought it, shipping was more than what I paid for the rail for. And so, but you know, I think you're located in Kansas and I'm in California. So that's something you may or may not want to consider, but I just want to let you know it's available. It's just sitting here doing nothing. I got a smaller piece, one here, it's 8 foot. So I got an 8 foot and a 12-foot extra piece here, and then a smaller one for laser carriage. But anyhow, just thought I'd throw that at you.